So good evening, everyone, and a special welcome and thank you for joining us for this evening's new members orientation presentation. I'm Stan Schulman, and I will be leading the meeting this evening, and I would like to thank all those presenting tonight for making themselves available. The new members orientation is held in September and again in January each year, and it provides an important opportunity for us to meet, greet, and get to know each other personally. A big thanks to Mike Fehlhauer, our audio-visual technologist, for providing Zoom communication and recording. If you lose contact with us, just try logging in again for those on Zoom. This club has so many activities that it is impossible to get into any details about any of the activities. So we have asked the presenters to simply provide an overview of these topics. The details will come with time, exploring the website and talking to members, attending meetings, or asking our buddy. Our presenters all have multiple club responsibilities. And combined with distance and home life, Zoom offers them an opportunity to participate in some additional activities. So we appreciate each one, whether on Zoom or in the club. COVID-19 really taught us how to not only survive as a club, but to build it even stronger. Kathy Moore is our first presenter on Zoom. She joined the club in 2013 and is presenting on Zoom tonight, of course. Kathy is a member of the board and a past president. She's the communications chair, which encompasses 5 or 6 different channels that have to be constantly kept up to date with current information. She is also the producer of the excellent weekly newsletter that keeps us all informed of club activities. Welcome, Kathy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Stanley.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, just a minute. There's an audio issue.
Okay.
I had it muted while you guys were chatting, so go.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Stanley. That was a great introduction. Yes. So as Stanley mentioned, I do the weekly newsletter. So if you are a new member and you are not receiving it, please, please, please reach out to me at news@torontocamera-club.com, and we will get that sorted out. I'm just looking at what's up on the screen here. So I do the newsletter for the club. I do the newsletter for our salon, which you will hear more about later. And I also help out with the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, which we call members and alumni of the Toronto Camera Club. So if you're interested in joining that, send a request. I think you can do that just through Facebook. And I will check my records to make sure that, yes, you really are a member, and then have you join in. So those are the main things. I do help with the upcoming events on the website. And that's pretty much about it, unless somebody has some questions.
Any questions, anyone?
We have a comment saying they love the newsletter.
Oh, wonderful. Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Our next presenter this evening is David Hillock on Zoom. David joined the club in 2006 and is the membership chair and the website chair. He also serves as the digital archivist and on the following committees: bylaw and policy review, donations and bequests, and website roadmap. Welcome, David.
Thank you, Stan. I'm just going to share my screen if I may.
Sure.
Mike will give me permission. I
Go
take
ahead.
it. Okay, thank you. And okay. Well, thank you, Stan. It's true that I volunteer for all of those roles. It's a lot of fun volunteering for the club, and if you have an opportunity to do so, I would highly encourage it. I'm the membership co-chair now with Bill Colmer and myself. And one of the things I just want to point out with the few minutes I have tonight is the membership cards. Because when you are at the club, you'll see that most people have their membership cards and they're all color coded. So it's sort of helpful if you understand those color codes. So I have some examples for this year. Someone asked earlier tonight if there's any founding members to our club. And I said no, because our club was formed in 1888. But we do have a number of members who have over 50 years with the club. And we refer to those as gold members. And their membership card is, you got it, gold. So there's 3 members at the current time who have over 50 years. If you were on the executive, like the board of directors, or some other executive role, then your card will be red. If you are a life member, meaning that you have between 30 and 49 years, like Christopher Sue, who's on Zoom tonight, then your card will be orange. And also, we have a couple of honorary members, and their card is orange too. If you were a volunteer in any role, then your card will be turquoise. Now, I should have pointed out that the card colors I'm showing tonight are sort of hierarchical. So, for example, if you're an executive, your card's red. Well, you're actually a volunteer, so you'd think it would be turquoise. But, you know, if you are an executive, it's red, and then other volunteer roles are turquoise. If you're a brand new member, then your card's going to be blue. And if you're a member and you're not in a volunteer role, then your card is white, doesn't have a specific color. Does anyone have any questions about the membership cards? Okay, so, you know, just pay attention to the cards when you're at the club. And with those volunteer roles, for example, if you have a question for a competition chair or a local outing, you see someone at the club with their card, you know, you can approach them. Now, this is not on the agenda, but I'm taking one more minute to explain that I'm also the website chair, as Stan has mentioned. And, oh, I should have pointed out, if you have any questions regarding membership, just send an email to membershipchair@torontocameraclub.com. I wanted to point out too that I'm the website chair. And on Thursday, September 25th, there's a review of the website. So if you're new to the club, or maybe not so new and you want to go over some features of the website, there's always something new to find and discover. And if you have any questions, then website chair@torontocameraclub.com. Back to you, Stan.
Thank you very much, David. This was a lot of good information. Our next presenter, who's in the club at the moment, is Iskui Kira Kosyan. Iskui joined the club in 2012 and is the curator of the Powell Gallery. Each exhibit is first very carefully considered and then professionally curated by her so that it is beautifully presented and promoted and staffed during open gallery. This responsibility requires additional help, and here she has assistance from Madeline Nikolova, Susan Lemieux, Stuart Stein, and Andrew Wodzinski. Welcome, Iskui.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'll be very, very quick. Yes. So we are lucky. We have this building. And because we have this building, we have also space to show our work. And we have a gallery, and it's named after Powell's. They were very good members of the club who did a lot of volunteering. They made the club to prosper and be what it is now, one of many other people. So we are showing every 5 weeks a new exhibit, and since I took this responsibility, I'm trying to have more of the group shows. So for example, in 10 weeks, we will have a show where any members who are in a new member, in beginners and advanced, will have a chance to display one of their best works. So keep in mind, you will have an opportunity. Details will come later. So that's it, and you are welcome. And if anybody is interested to help with the gallery, I'll be more than happy to have more people, because it's a lot of work, and that's how it happens. We just contribute, each of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Iskui. Our next presenter is Andrew Wodzinski. Andrew joined the club in 2020 and is a board director and the president of the club. He is the lecture series co-chair with Frank Ebert and also a member of the Powell Gallery team. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you, Stan, and welcome everyone. So as Stan mentioned, I have many rules here in the club, but tonight I'll be speaking about the lecture series program, which is an interesting program. You have many opportunities here to learn about photography, but this program is very specific because we invite photographers, very accomplished photographers from outside of the club to present. And as Stan mentioned, you know, COVID made us stronger, and COVID also taught us how to use Zoom. And owing to Zoom, we are able to invite photographers from all over the world. And we had some great presenters in the past. I'm not going to name any names, but we had Pulitzer-winning photographers presenting their work. So it's a very, very interesting program. You have a chance to meet either in person here in the club or over Zoom some very accomplished photographers and get inspired to do any genre of photography you may think about. We have 12 lectures each season, 6 in the fall, 6 in the spring. The fall season starts in mid-October, and then the spring season starts in mid-March. The fall season speakers are already on our website, so you can visit our website and go to Talking Photography menu item. Just click on it. You'll be able to see all the names. So yeah, I encourage you to participate in those. They are really very, very inspiring talks. And I also encourage you, if a presentation is here in the club, to simply come to the club. Nothing beats, you know, talking to a world-class photographer here in person, okay? So I guess that's about it. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Our next photographer, let me see, Outings, yes. Our next presenter is Christopher Sue, who will be dealing with specifically the spring and fall nature outings. Christopher joined the club in October of 1994. So he will soon be celebrating 31 years. As you heard from David, Christopher would be wearing a membership tag, or membership card, which is, it looks like orange. Is that it? Possibly. And has served on the board and is a past president of the club. He's the co-chair with Tom Shaw for nature competitions. Christopher also organizes the spring and fall nature outings, and as a photographer, he has won more awards than any other member in the club. He is also responsible for the image evaluation group, which we will talk about shortly. Welcome, Christopher, who is on Zoom.
Thank you, Stan. A warm welcome to all the new members of the club. I met a few on Zoom already. What better way to get to know your fellow club members and as well as to talk about photography for the whole weekend. So this is what the weekend outings are about. The coming fall outing will be on October 3rd to October 5th, and we're going to Gravenhurst area. If you're interested, next Thursday, there will be an orientation for this particular outing. The spring outing will typically be in May or early June. And again, it will involve going to a specific location from Friday to Sunday. There are no real charge involved when you want to participate in the outing other than booking your accommodations and your own food. Typically, we meet on a Friday at a particular hotel to get to know each other, go out for a casual dinner, find a location to do a sunset shoot. And then on Saturday, where we do most of our shooting, we have to get up really early for a sunrise, go somewhere for sunrise, have breakfast, maybe do some local touring, and then we have a club dinner on Saturday. I try to get all the participants at a particular restaurant for a more formal dinner. And then we also do the sunset on Saturday. And on Sunday, we do another morning outing for sunrise. Typically, there are about 20 to 25 members attending. The outings are open to members and their family or their friends. So some of the participants may not necessarily be club members, but all are welcome. And again, for those who are interested, there'll be more information regarding the Gravenhurst outing next Thursday. Similar like tonight's meeting on Zoom only though, because I'll be just presenting it from home from 7:30 onwards. So see you next week.
Thank you very much, Christopher. Now we'll continue with the outings. Our next presenter is Jeff Stewart. Jeff joined the club in August of 2024 and shortly after joining became the co-chair of local outings with Pat Gerarda. Unfortunately, Pat is not here tonight. She's not too well, so Jeff is kindly standing in for her. These outings are wonderful opportunities to experience different photography ventures that you may never have done before. It is also an opportunity to build friendships and learn from other photographers. So welcome, Jeff.
Welcome new members. I joined last year and almost immediately volunteered for local outings to help Pat. Local outings are generally in the Toronto area or in the GTA in general, whether they're near subway lines or TTC routes. We also have carpooling from time to time if needed. We do parades, festivals, landscape opportunities, and we also have a couple of creative dates here in the club as well, where we experiment with lighting and objects in macro photography. they're primarily social events. We talk photography amongst ourselves, our experiences, and get to know various techniques and try to improve our photography. Some of the upcoming local events, local outings this fall, we're doing flag football in this coming weekend. There's the Kensington Jazz Festival, the 21st of September, the Salmon Run on the Humber River, which we're going to gather on Saturday, September 27th, and the alignment of the moon with the CN Tower, which is supposed to take place on Wednesday, the 8th of October. And if you need to get in touch with us, it's localoutings@torontocamera.com.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Lots of opportunities to meet, greet, and become friendly with the club and learn what other photographers do through these outings. Very important. Our next presenter on Zoom is Lily Markovic. Lily joined the club in 2006 and is a board director and the Toronto International Salon of Photography chair for the past 15 years. The salon is presently in its 132nd consecutive year, and it is an enormous undertaking. Shortly after completing one salon, Lily already starts preparing for the next year. So welcome, Lily.
Hello, everybody. I hope you hear me well. Do you? Okay. It was just a small disconnection a couple of seconds ago. So you heard about me. I just want to say that I'm a proud chair of Toronto International Salon. And that salon is international competition, photography international competition that has been run by this club for 132 years this year. So I've been a chair for the past 14 years of that salon. This is a work that takes 10 months per year to finish everything. And we usually have about a couple of hundreds photographers, a couple of thousands of images, and we do that pretty good in a couple of days, judging all of them, giving awards, medals, honorable mention ribbons, and producing a beautiful catalogs that every contestant will, sorry, I don't know if you see it, like this. It's all, sorry, it's blurry. I think it's blurry. Anyway, in any event, in 2 weeks, on September 25th, I'll be at the club to present all the details about that salon. So you don't worry, you'll get them all, maybe in writing too. I try to do my best to explain everything, every little details about that competition. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily, and good luck with the salon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next presenter in the club here is Ariel Enhains, who is the darkroom co-chair, along with Dylan Sheenard. Ariel joined in January of 2024. He has worked hard to make the darkroom even better, including giving darkroom tours during the Open Doors event, organizing and executing the very successful used camera sales, and getting the downstairs gallery up and running. Ariel studied photography at York University and continues to use black and white film to create his popular prints. Welcome, Ariel.
Thank you. I'd like to extend a big welcome to all the new members. If you don't know already, this club was founded in 1887, and at the time this club was founded, black and white photography was the only photography you could do. Even going into the middle of the next century when color photography started to take hold, black and white photography was still primarily the medium of the masses. And we are keeping that spirit alive. With the proliferation and advent of digital photography at the turn of the last century, feels weird saying that, but yeah, at the turn of the last century, this kind of photography, black and white photography, sort of fell by the wayside. However, about 5 or 6 years ago, some club members, including Frank Ebert, decided that we needed a darkroom again. And so far, over the last period that darkroom has been up and running, it's been thriving. So it's my responsibility, as well as my co-chair Dylan's, to help either refresh your photography skills in the darkroom if you have done it in the past, or if you've strictly only done digital photography as you entered the photographic hobby, to introduce you to black and white photography, which, as I said, are the roots of photography as we know it. So for any members of this club, we have available workshops to instruct you how to process your black and white film and make prints on your own. And then once you have learned how to do that, then access the darkroom as part of your membership. So anyone that has done it in the past, again, that workshop is valuable because it's a good refresher, because I'm sure you may have done it in high school when you were part of the yearbook committee or so forth, but you may have forgotten because it's been a long time. A lot of people sort of diverted from that kind of photography years ago. It's blossoming again. Our millennial generation is really, really keeping it going. I'm not going to say it's the most inexpensive hobby in the world, but there are ways we can help you to figure out how to do it in a cost-effective manner. We have continuous mentorship too, which is, I think, a bonus that we have of being a member of this club. You could easily go to another place where they have darkroom facilities, but they don't have continuous membership. And that's one of the things that we're proudest of at this club, is that we have a lot of knowledgeable people that are more than happy to share their wealth of experience with you and help you make your prints better. So if you have any questions regarding that, you can contact the darkroom, and either myself or Dylan will get the message. We're more than happy to respond and answer any of your questions about it. Just go on the website. It's darkroom at TCC. Yeah, it's escaping me at the moment, but you'll find it there, trust me. Using the darkroom comes with a few added expenses though. There's a darkroom fee paid annually of $30 just to pay for some of the materials that we provide for you, because that stuff isn't cheap. So we only ask that you do that. But other than that, everything part of your membership, you can use the darkroom. Any questions? No? Okay, well, as I said, it's wonderful seeing you here. I know we have 34 new members, and it looks like you all showed up, which is amazing. And it's so good to see that the club is flourishing and thriving. And thank you very much. I'll pass the podium back to Stan here.
Thank you very much, Ariel. I mean, it's exciting seeing a picture, an image come up at the back of your digital camera. But I don't know if you've ever experienced the excitement of seeing that image come up in the chemicals in a darkroom. That really is exciting as well. So for those that are interested, you know now to contact Ariel. Our next presenter here in the club is Gord McElroy. Joined the club in 2004 and is a past president of the club. He is the administrator of studio lighting, and he and Jim Orgel do the studio lighting workshops. Gord also does club reservations along with Barbara Kellam. Welcome, Gord.
So my first job is to enlist all of you in renovating the club. So you can sign up tonight right after it, and there's free coffee, but we'll give you hammers and nails and we'll start on the projects, right?
Right.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
No, my main role here is studio lighting and portrait photography. We have three aspects of that make this club sort of unique. Twice a year, we do a series of workshops for members who have no experience or very little experience in studio lighting. They'll be starting in October. I have some forms here with the information on it. There'll be a three-part, 3-hour workshops. And in that time, you learn how to set up the equipment, learn how to use the lighting to create the kind of images that you want to use. And then in the third week, we bring in some of your friends and family as guinea pigs, as models for us to use and abuse and get some practice. After you finish that, then you have some other choices. One of them is that Ira West does a series of portrait shoots with a model. So he hires a model. These are usually up-and-coming young people who are trying to get into the business and get their portfolios. So the cost isn't too much, but there is a cost to that because he and 4 other people will do the shoot and split the cost of the model and some food and water and a few things like that. The third opportunity, if you're interested in studio photography, is that we have this, once you've done the workshops, you can use this studio, and we have this large space here. We set up the backdrop right here. We've got tables for makeup and hair. It's really a perfect location, and we have most of the equipment needed to do any kind of shoot that you're looking for. For a small fee, you can rent the studio and do your own shoot. So if you're interested in studio photography, there's lots of chances in the club to get involved and find out what kind of studio lighting and stuff that you want to use. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. If you want to see me afterwards, I have some information on the workshops. They're starting in October. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Gord. Our next presenter is Dermot O'Carroll. Dermot joined the club in 2010 and is the workshop coordinator. Besides coordinating a variety of interesting workshops by talented presenters, his amazing technical knowledge is revealed when he personally conducts a workshop. Welcome, Dermot.
Yeah, I think Stan was actually talking about somebody else when he talked about technical knowledge. But workshops. So, as Ariel mentioned, you've just joined one of the oldest camera clubs in the world, which is incredible. And the essence of a club is a bunch of people coming together, interested in the same thing, but who share knowledge and learn from each other, which is the whole point of having workshops. Normally, workshops in this club are run by members who share their experience, their knowledge with other members. And I put out a request in the last workshop for volunteers. The fact that you're new members does not mean you don't have knowledge to share. Obviously, some of the new members who spoke tonight have a ton of knowledge to share, like Ariel. So the fact that you're a new member doesn't mean you can't give a workshop. If you have expertise in any aspect of workshop that you think you could share with other members, please contact me. We have a huge, we have the one resource this club has is an enormous amount of expertise among its members. And the key of workshops is to share that expertise. The workshops are typically on Thursday evenings, and they are free to members. We are experimenting with a change in workshops this year, which sort of deviates from that model. And we have the first one of these coming up probably on 20th of September. And these are in-field workshops led by experts, and they do have a fee associated with them. The first workshop, probably September 20th, will be by a person named Todd Morrison, and it's on architectural photography. It's a photo walk in the city doing architectural photography. That one is fully subscribed to already. We're hoping to do another one in the spring, and I already have a waiting list that almost fully subscribes the spring one. So it looks like they're going to be very successful. We're also working on one in the spring on macro photography of insects. One aspect of this that turned off a few people is that it happens at sunrise when insects are amenable to being photographed. And some people ask me, could we not do it later in the day? Well, unfortunately, the insects do waken up, and it's much harder to do a focus stack, if you know what that means, macro photography of an insect that's in motion. But I think this is a very exciting change to the workshop program. If we just move on to this. So, and as I said, we are looking for members also to give workshops. And actually, I was just talking to one of our members today who I think will be providing 2 workshops on studio and product photography in the new year. So the areas where people are most interested at the moment are use of speed flash, photographing people, landscape composition. But we don't limit our workshops to things that people have expressed interest in. Some of the most successful workshops in the past have been by members who just wanted to share their knowledge. And some of these were brand new members. One was on astrophotography a few years ago. It was hugely popular and very successful. Last year we had one on the app PhotoPills. Again, people thoroughly enjoyed. So if you have a particular area of expertise, don't be shy. It's a club of equals, and everybody is interested in hearing your expertise and learning from you. If you have an interest, please contact me, Dermot O'Carroll. And thank you, and look forward to seeing you at future workshops. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dermot. Our next presenter is hopefully here in the hall, although I haven't seen him, is Tom Schau. Tom joined the club in 2009 and is the Nature Image co-chair with Christopher Sue. He has run the beginner workshop for 8 years and is very skilled and knowledgeable photographer. The workshops are designed for new photographers, members learning with a new camera or looking to purchase one, and members who have not done much for a while but are getting back into it. So welcome, Tom. Where is Tom? Is Tom gone on Zoom?
No, he has.
Is he not on Zoom?
No.
So we're going to have to skip Tom, unfortunately. But if you look at the slide, these are the dates that I received from him regarding the workshops, what dates they are. He's running 4 in October, and then again in February he's running another 4, and they're all here in the club, and he uses the PAL Gallery for doing that. And I can only tell you that for anybody wanting to learn about aperture, shutter speed, automatic and manual exposure modes, focus controls and that, Tom is the guy to teach you because he's got infinite patience, he's very knowledgeable, and I think and there's no cost to it, so there's nothing to lose here. So with that, we will thank Tom for not being here. But the next presenter is here. I know him personally. I joined the club in 2011, and I'm a board director and also the Buddy Program Chair. At our club, the Buddy provides instant help from day one to new members. You will have this member's contact information should you have a question or a concern. If you only have 10 minutes to go before starting time and cannot find the Zoom link, call your buddy. If you cannot get into the website, call your buddy. There are times when I've been coming down the parkway and I'm getting a call that I cannot get onto the Zoom, and I'm trying to direct them from my car exactly how to get onto the Zoom, and they do get on. So that's how important it is. When I talk about instant reply, you will get me. There is so much to learn when first joining the club that getting a quick response to any question or concern can be quite a relief. Soon enough, you will meet other members, even on Zoom, and form friendships with them as well. No need to feel intimidated here, as all our members are approachable and will be happy to chat and assist you. Everybody is a buddy here. The more you attend meetings, whether by Zoom or in the club, and the more times you enter the various activities, the more you get to know other members and the more they get to know you. That is when you really get to feel the benefit of membership. Once you join the club, you would have received an email from me explaining the Buddy program and requesting you to respond to a 5-question survey. Very simple. This helps us focus on your needs and how we can assist you. The quickest way to get answers to your questions and queries is to contact your buddy. And that's it for me. Thank you, Stan. Our next presenter is Nora Jancic. Nora joined the club in 2005. She is a past president and presently on the board of directors. Nora is also the new members committee chair and serves on various committees such as the nominating committee, donations and bequests committee, website team committee, hospitality, and if you want a key to the club, you can speak to Nora. Welcome, Nora.
Hello. First, I'd like to introduce the other members of the committee. There's somebody sitting, can we put lights on? There's somebody sitting right at the back of the auditorium. Wave, Moshe. Okay, Moshe's driven in from London. He doesn't do that every Monday. So what his job is to be on Zoom and help new members on Zoom. Now, Mike, can you give me Monica? Okay, so Monica is on Zoom now, and she's another member of the committee, and she also will help new members that are on Zoom. And I'm hoping after the presentation is over and we do the tour here, that some of the new members on Zoom will stay around and chat a little with each other and with Monica. So, Monica, can you handle that?
Indeed, yes. Looking forward to it.
Okay, great. So I hope that you'll stay for the tour. So you'll have an opportunity to speak to Ariel down in the dark room, Iskui up in the Powell Gallery, and Gord will be on this level, and you can chat to him about the portrait workshops. So what we'll do is we'll divide you into 3 groups, and you can visit those 3 stations and chat with those people. One of my other duties is nominating committee, which is a committee that looks after volunteers. Most people like to take a little time and get their feet wet before they volunteer, but actually some people don't mind jumping in right away. So if you're one of those people, you could even speak to me tonight and I'll find a nice job for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nora. Now, Stan, we've got Tony is our next presenter, Tony Courtright. Tony is standing in for Dror Orbach, who is the Competitions and Awards Chair. Tony joined the club in 2011 and is the co-chair with Rob Jemmett for the pictorial competitions. He is also on the Finance Committee. This is a large presentation for Tony, as he will simply highlight the various competitions. There will be a workshop, How to Enter Competitions by Christopher Sue, on Thursday, September the 13th. But in the meantime, Tony will introduce you to it. Welcome, Tony.
Thanks very much, Stan, and welcome all new members. Dora's got a slide here explaining competitions. Essentially, view them as one of the major ways to participate in the club. They provide a learning opportunity. You can develop your skills and your talents, and if you're so inclined, receive recognition by winning awards. Basically, there are three sort of competency divisions within the monthly competitions that we hold: beginners, advanced, and masters. Now, new members can elect to compete in a higher level than beginners, even though they may be new to the club. If you feel your skill level in terms of making images warrants that, by all means. However, you can't downgrade yourself. You must continue to compete with your peers in that chosen category. Otherwise, what happens within the field of this competitions and recognition is a progression. These monthly competitions, and there are about four to five different categories of monthly competitions, grant competition and honor points. If you have an honorable mention, a runner-up, or a top award, these competitions are judged by outside judges, a panel of 3 judges, and the benefit of competing as well is that you can request comments from the judges. Typically, submissions are limited to 3 images per competition, and you're entitled to request a single comment on your 3 submissions. You can see here that to progress from beginners to advanced or from advanced to masters requires achieving a certain level of accomplishment. Competition points are those that are awarded when you're competing with other beginners. Honor points are when you're competing with advanced and master members, either because you are an advanced or master's member or because your image has been award-winning within the context of an open competition. So that might just bear mentioning. An open competition is where you're competing against everybody else in the club who's entering images, whereas a closed division are those that are divided by beginners, advanced, and masters divisions. These next few slides just illustrate some of the category competitions that we have. Pictorial, which is mostly a catch-all. It can be black and white, it can be color, and it can involve a measure of creative post-processing providing the image remains photorealistic, and it doesn't include wildlife. Nature is kind of self-explanatory. It involves pictures of zoology, botany, or landscape, and there are specific restrictions in terms of the degree of, as it's referred to, hand of man, how much background can be in the image that would not be natural. The third category is creative and altered reality, and these are images where the images are probably not photorealistic, and you can go wild here with Photoshop or other post-processing software. You can see some examples here of people doing strange things with pets smoking and crayons bending and shattered reflections, likely all created on the computer. Prints, there are two categories within prints, monochrome and digital, or sorry, not digital, monochrome and color. And as you can see here, it offers an opportunity to present your images and having them judged on the finished product, including not only the composition and the quality of the picture that you've made, but how it was matted. So it's a very tangible physical evaluation as well as the image per se. Assigned topics are topics that are decided upon, and they will be available somewhere within our, I'm not sure, but where they're located, but they must be somewhere in the competition submission section. What the assigned topics are, there are two monthly competitions that have specific number of images, like 3 per topic. And then there is a final assigned topic competition, which is a series of images relating to a topic. They are among some of the most enjoyable competitions because everybody is trying to take pictures of the same topic. And you get varying and widely varying interpretations of what that topic entails. So very entertaining and well worthwhile. Audio-visual presentations is a more complex undertaking. It are compositions involving a group of still images as well as up to 1/3 of the duration can be video, and they're usually 2 to 3 minutes in length up to a maximum of 7 minutes. They involve mixing in background music generally, and likely narration as well. Require a lot of time and an effort, but they're very rewarding as well in terms of how the club rewards recognition for participation in audiovisual. You get more points if that's what turns your crank. Ditto for prints, because we're trying to encourage people to be full-fledged photographers and participate in all the categories. Finally, there's a special category competition. This is broken down into 2 subcategories: street photography as well as in-camera creative, which is intentional camera movement, slow shutter, time-lapse, or multiple exposure. A lot of interest in this because what you have in this competition is people competing like with like in terms of street photography. You can enter images into the pictorial category, but you may only have 5% of the images are street, and they may not be as appealing as images of, who knows, floral arrangements, landscape, or attractive models. So by allowing people to enter specific topics, you get a like with like judging. And I think that's as far as I need to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tony. Our next presenter is Christopher Sue again. So welcome, Christopher.
Okay, I'm on Zoom again. Welcome everybody again. Now, for all the new members, you must be slightly overwhelmed by all the competition categories that our club run, and it is true. Our club runs the most number of competitions compared to every other camera club in the GTA or in Ontario for that matter. So it's all a little bit confusing. If for new members, if you're not sure what type of competition you are interested in, one easy way is to go onto the website, and you can, in the club website, you can look at the results of the past competition winners, and we'll get a good example of all those winning pictures in each category. And the rules in the rule book would describe some certain restrictions for each type of competition that you might be interested in. Now, competition may not be for everybody. I think all of us would appreciate some sort of feedback to our work. Although competition is a great way to get feedback and also to get a sense of how your image compare with your peers, with your other club members. But sometimes you just want someone to give you a comment. And this is where the evaluation, the image evaluation comes in. I run these evaluation sessions to coincide with the corresponding club competition. So for example, I run 3 types of image evaluations. One is pictorial, and this will precede the actual pictorial competition deadline by a few days, nature and creative. So I do the 3 types of evaluation sessions. In each session, members may submit up to 4 images, sometimes maybe only up to 3, because depending on the number. You can submit the images, but you have to send them directly to me as opposed to uploading images into the website, which is what you do when you're entering a club competition. More detail on this actually next week. I'm running the workshop on the orientation of the weekend outing, as well as to describe how you enter the club competitions. Anyway, when you send the images to me, they will be arranged anonymously so that on the evening, on Wednesdays usually, from 7:30 to 9:30, a panel will evaluate or comment on pictures one at a time until we reach the time limit of 9:30. Usually we go through about 24 images. So the comments will be given by 3 members of the club. They're all advanced or master level photographers. And they will give you constructive comments about the strengths and weaknesses of each image. So there is no pressure here. There's no marks given. There is no awards or anything. And it's all done anonymously. You are allowed, after hearing the comments, you're allowed to make changes to these, to your image. And you can actually enter them into the subsequent competition, which the deadline usually is on the Monday following the evaluation session on Wednesdays. Now, even if you don't submit an image, it is interesting to watch the whole proceeding. You can just watch by doing the Zoom link as the one that you used tonight. These are the weekly Zoom links for the club. And just looking at other people's images and hearing comments are great learning experiences. In fact, all the attending members learn a lot from just hearing comments on other people's pictures or their own pictures. And also the members on the panel also learn from each other, because it's interesting personally for me, myself as well, to hear other members' point of view regarding certain images. So this is a lot of fun. It is not competitive. I encourage everyone to try it out. The first image evaluation is coming up for pictorial, and it will be on Wednesday, September 24th. I want to correct Stan. The next workshop is next Thursday on the 18th. It's not the 13th. I think Stan mentioned the 13th, so it's not the 13th. So next Thursday is when the orientation for the outing to Gravenhurst, followed immediately by how to enter competitions, both presented by myself. It runs from about 7:30 to 9:30 next Thursday. So if you have any questions, you can contact me at christopher.su@torontocameraclub.com for anything regarding images, image evaluation, nature images in particular, or weekend outings, which is what I'm involved with. If there's any questions, you can shout it out, or contact me through the club's mailbox. Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you, Christopher. And with that done, we can now go on tour, and thanks to all the presenters.